Welcome to today's tutorial where I will be showing you how to automate your content approval before publishing. Whether you're managing social media posts or writing blogs, this process is crucial to ensure quality and consistency. So if you're looking to streamline content approval and make the whole process much smoother, this tutorial is just for you. Today, we are going to work together on how to set up an automated content approval workflow. You'll be able to learn how to automate the process of getting content approved by your manager or editor before publishing. And if your content gets rejected, you'll get an automatic rejection email stating your content has been rejected. Why is this video important? Manual approvals can be slow, it can slow you down and lead to missed deadlines. With automation, you can reduce bottlenecks, ensure smoother communication, and keep your team on track for successful content publications. No worries, you don't need any prior experience with automation or workflow setup. We will take you step by step through everything, and by the end of the video you'll be able to set up this for your own team. Now let's dive into the video. So the first thing we are going to do is set up a trigger in Opendashboard that will dictate when a content is being uploaded to content-based database. So before setting up our trigger, we need to head over to Opendashboard and create a content database. So I'll be importing my database from a CSV file. Now let's do the editing. Then continue. Finish import. As you can see, my content database is ready. So now I'll head over to the workflow. I'll create a new workflow. What are we creating a workflow for content approval? Name it content approval. On record updated. Then you come down to this database, so choose your content database. So what we want to do next is we want an email to be sent to the manager when the content is on drafts, and if the content has been approved by the manager, the social media manager gets a email that the content has been approved. And if the content is also rejected, the social media manager gets a message, an email that states that the content has been rejected. So now let's dive into the whole process. You have to set up our branching, and the first branching is for content approval. We need an approval. And what is the action? Is to notify the manager or editor that the content is waiting for their approval. So we are doing this by sending an email to them. So we have to come down to Opendashboard, look for what send email. Now let's fill in our details. Below the manager's email address, his name. Let's input the manager's email address. Then we'll come down to the subject. So here we want the subject to have the title of the content. For in my database, I named it content type. So once the manager gets an email, it tells them content approval needed for the content type or the content title. So for any way it's going to be, it might look in your own setup. Look for a content title, which is my own content type. So we're done with the first branching. Now we come back to the branch and set our condition. That is, if the status is in draft. Contains draft. Then we are done with the first branching. Now we are moving to the next one for content approved. Now we want to set up the next step based on whether the content is approved or rejected. So if the content is approved, the social media manager or the creator gets a email that the content has been approved. Now let's name this content approved. And the next step is send an email. We look for Opendashboard. Let's so now since the recipient is the person who created the database, then we come down here and put content created by first name. Then the recipient's email is content created by their email. Then let's move down to the subject. So let's highlight the topic, which is the content title or content type, anyhow it might be. Then the body. So let's pick the email of the creator, since it was created by the social media manager, and also the content type, so as to have the so as you can see, we are done with this. Then we come down to our branching and set the condition that if the content is being approved, contains approved. You can see the beauty, right? Then the next one is, on the other hand, if the content gets rejected, let's add a new branch. If the content gets rejected, the manager, the social media manager or the creator gets a rejection email to rework on the content. So we name this content rejected. So the first one is we want the manager to get a notification that their content has been rejected, and also get an email. So we set a notification first. So now let's look for a content type. Has been rejected. And the see. So we set it to be immediately assigned to people and also associate with record. We choose our database, which is content, and the record. Also, we want to send an email as well. So we come down here, Opendashboard, send email. Let's fill in the details. So content created by first name, yeah, let's move down to the body. Contents, but first name, also the content name. Then we come back to our branching and set the condition, which is if the content is being rejected. Now let's see in action. We publish. Now let's see in action. I'm going to go back to our content calendar and play around with a content, then come back to our instances, to the workflow to check the instances if what we did actually worked. Now let's move it from approved. Okay, let's move this. From approved to drafts. Then from drafts to approved. Then from approved to rejected. Now let's come back to our workflow. Content approval. Now let's check the instances. Can you see? For the first one of sending the email that the content is in drafts, here it is. And for the second one, sending an email to the social media manager that the content has been approved, here's everything. And also for the content that has been rejected, you can see, as you can see, when the content is uploaded, is being updated, the approval notification was sent to the manager. And also, when the content is being approved, the approval message email was sent to the social media manager. And also, when the content is being rejected, the rejection email also was sent to the social media manager, as you can see here. That is it. You've successfully automated your content approval workflow. It is a great way to save time, keep everyone aligned without missing a beat. To set this up for your team, simply follow the steps from this tutorial or install the automation from the Opendashboard marketplace. You will find the link to install it in the description below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've got more awesome tutorials coming your way. See you in the next one.